All right, so yeah, as she said, tying it all back into just waste in general. So to start off, did you guys know that there are 2,000 landfills here in the U.S. alone? You may say, Dylan, that's not that bad. Like, there's one a few miles from here. It's all green. There's like nice, beautiful grass, just like that. And you're like, green sustainable, right? But no. Underneath that is layers and layers of trash. And this trash just seeps up into toxins, causes greenhouse gases to get into our water and our atmosphere. And right there, that's a picture of food waste. So we've all thrown food out. Everyone has like banana peel and apple core. You're driving down the road. You don't know what to do with it. You just pitch it. Now that's fine. There's animals. There's the oxygen. It can decompose naturally without anything to stop it. But when there's a top layer of soil on it or things pushing it back down, then that's when methane accumulates. So methane is 25 times more harmful than carbon dioxide. And so that comes out, it gets in soil, it gets in the atmosphere, and it just like wreaks havoc. So 1/4 of man-made greenhouse gas emissions are created by food waste alone. Man-made. Our problem is all man-made. This is what we have done. 80% of the items buried in landfills could be recycled. These items are filling the soil with toxins, hazardous gases that come up and fill it right into our atmosphere. So the gas heats up the earth. And you may say, man, I've always wanted Florida weather, but I can't seem to get out of central Illinois. You're like, this is great, warmer summers, winters aren't that bad. But then you look on the news, you see things like this. Half of our country is filled with fires. The other half is filled with floods. This is from the polar ice caps melting because of the immense heat in the atmosphere, causing more water to be just everywhere. Or the immense heat that causes everything to dry out and causes these mass wildfires. All these things destroy homes, families, and just the earth in general. So soil contamination, it can get in plants. See right up there, so that's some contaminated soil. If anything grows out of that and we eat it, we get contaminated. If any animals go in it, they get contaminated. It also gets into your water. It kills everything. It changes the composition of it. It's called ocean acidification. And so this just, it negatively charges the chemicals in the water and affects all of the aqua life, all of the, just everything basically. So 8 million tons of plastic go into the ocean each year. And so, as you can see there, it's kind of small, but it's called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And so that's just floating in the middle of the ocean. And it is the size of 3 Texases. So I don't know if you guys know how big Texas is. It's roughly 5 Illinois. And so that's 15 Illinois just out there, just floating. Pure garbage. Oh, our problem has hurt the land and creatures here, and as you can see, it's hurting the ocean and creatures thousands of miles away. Thousands of miles away. China used to take our waste. I don't know how many of you guys knew that, but we used to pay them to. And so since 1992, they've taken 45% of the whole world's plastics. So different countries have paid them, like we have, Germany has, Canada has. But so earlier this year, they put a ban on plastic waste to import there. And so that's left 111 million tons of waste with no place to go. What do we do? What do we do? One thing that we can do is ditch the one-use products. So we kind of talked about that earlier in another speech. So like basically straws. Straws, everyone's like, oh, they're recyclable, they're plastic. But in all reality, they are too lightweight to go through the recycling sorters, so they just get pitched and just thrown right into the landfills. Or like those recyclable paper cups that everyone uses, you know, the little Dixie cups, they're recyclable, they're paper. They're actually coated with a plastic that makes it so they can't be recycled. Another thing that we could do is follow Sweden's waste program. So Sweden recycles nearly 100% of their household waste, and they even actually import waste. So you may say a program that eliminates waste, it gives them energy, and it boosts the economy. Sounds great, right? Like, why aren't we doing it? So that's what I think we need to do. In 2016, 22.3 million tons of household waste was turned into energy in Sweden. And this was just at 32 plants. That would save a lot of fossil fuel and turn our waste into energy, solving two problems right at once. And so you may say, Dylan, burning all this stuff, that's not good. But so Sweden does it sustainably. Their heavy metal emissions have been reduced by 99% since 1985. And they currently burn 3 times the amount that they did back then. So bottom line is we have to make a change. I mean, you can't recycle a pizza box with pizza all gooed up in it. I mean, that's unheard of, you know? You have to clean it off. It's the same thing. You got to separate newspapers, plastics, metals, glass. All of this can be reduced, reused, or composted even. Like newspapers, they can be turned into paper mass. Food can be composted into soil. Bottles reused or melted into new items, just like plastic containers. And recycling plastic saves twice as much energy as it takes to burn it. We need to boost our economy by doing this. We will save our energy. We'll make our own energy. We'll have a sustainable plan for our waste. We got to make the world a better place for future generations. It starts at work, at school, in our communities, and at home. We don't want this. We want this. Thank you.